Assalamualaikum. First thing first, I want to ask about my friend's opinion about international trade. Guys, can you define international trade definition?
I think it's import and export.
Exchange of goods and services between two countries.
International trade is the exchange of goods and services between countries. Global trading gives consumers and countries the opportunity to be exposed to goods and services which not currently offered in their own countries or which would be much more expensive domestically. International trade was key to the rise of the global economy. This is because it enables nations to expand their markets and access goods and services. As a result, a market will be more competitive and it will lead to more competitive pricing and brings a cheaper product home to the consumer. Historically, United States, Japan and Singapore are the most involved in export and import, with Malaysia in 1999. Most products consisting mainly of electrical and electronic equipment and machinery. The advantages of international trade policy is consumers can get access to foreign goods at lower price. Normally, foreign goods are imported because of their relative cheapness in comparison with the prices of domestic goods. Next, with the international trade, underdeveloped countries are able to import machinery and capital goods in exchange for their raw material, agricultural products, and foodstuffs. Additionally, different regions are endowed with different kinds of productive agents. Specializing in the manufacture of those products for which their factory equipment is most appropriate is to the advantage of each nation or region. In contrast, the disadvantage of international trade is it may result in the exhaustion of essential materials and minerals of a country because most of the minerals were exported to other countries. Meanwhile, global trade can affect the consumption pattern of a country due to the import of cheaply manufactured and at times harmful commodities. In a nutshell, global trade can make countries dependent on foreign market not only for raw material but also for the sale of finished product to ensure a high standard of living for a nation.
In 2020, Malaysia exported about 885 billion ringgit Malaysia and imported about 721 billion ringgit Malaysia. And China became Malaysia's largest trading partner for the 11th consecutive year in 2019, with trade value at 316.6 billion ringgit Malaysia and constituted of 17.2% of Malaysia's trade, according to the Malaysia Trade Statistic Review. Besides, the pandemic had boosted the demand for medical supplies for both countries. The exports of rubber gloves recorded a tremendous growth of 123.2% for the first 10 months of 2020, and imports of face masks soared by 862.7%. Asia's largest exported product is electrical and electronic products. The electrical and electronic sector is the number one contributor to the manufacturing industry in Malaysia. The E&E sector is responsible for fulfilling the insatiable need that the world has for technological equipment like mobile devices, storage devices and embedded technologies. Data shows that the sector accounted for about 39.6% of the total exports in 2020. Besides, Malaysia became the world's second largest producer and exporter for palm oil, currently account for 28% of world palm oil production and 33% of world exports. Being one of the biggest producer and exporter of palm oil and palm oil products, Malaysia has an important role to play in fulfilling the growing global need for oil and fat sustainably.
Now, we are going to find some of our friends to ask a question to them regarding to international trade. Okay guys, which country do you think is Malaysia's biggest trade partner?
Oh, I think China is the Malaysia biggest partner.
America,
Okay, which product do you think Malaysia exports the most?
maybe oil palm.
I think petroleum.
Okay, thank you guys.
Import and export trading are between one country with another country. Goods and products are produced by all business, either small business or large business. A large business usually involved in exporting and importing products to other countries. It is because all the huge business or companies have stabilized financially compared to small business. However, if the government wants to encourage small and medium size of business to be involved in the national trade, the government should provide some incentive that can motivate both of the business to produce goods and services to export to another country. Government should fund SME business to encourage and support them to run their business until they can do international trade. With this injection by the government, all SME business should take advantage to expand their business to contribute in the Malaysian economic growth. Hence, this business could have the opportunity to do international trade in exporting goods and products outside our country and at the same time increase our gross domestic product. Advancement of technology in a country also gives an opportunity for the country to involve international trade with other countries. Countries with advancement technology are very fortunate because they could produce effective goods and higher classes of production that will be demanded in other countries. Advancement in technology also indicates advancement of digital platforms in exchanging goods and products from other country to another country. In this era, there are many digital platforms to buy products from other countries such as Shopee, Lazada, Amazon and others. With this medium, citizens in different countries could buy items that they want by opening the apps and only click to the items and pay for it. Advancement of courier services in a country also became one of the factors contributing to opportunities to increase in international trade. It is because couriers are needed to deliver the goods and products to the customers when the products are arrived from the origin country. Increasing the number of international trade in a country is also influenced by the variety of products that have been produced by the country. Countries that have potential to produce goods and items followed by the demand of the people will increase the number of exporting products to other countries. Consumers and households are looking for products that suit their interest and taste. International trades among countries will make the countries compete among them because they want to be the best in running the international trade. Healthy competition among countries will contribute to various high-quality products.
International trade is not only has its own benefits and advantages. International trade also faced with various of barriers and challenges. Too many competitors that sell same items can be seen as the most challenge that faced by international trader nowadays. This could be easily determined through the smartphone industry. Giant mobile phone companies like Samsung, Apple, Huawei, Xiaomi and OnePlus have dominated the entire market of smartphones. Small companies who just want to enter this international trade business of smartphone usually face huge difficulties as they need to compete with these big brands companies which already has created their own brand loyalty customer. Hence, most of these small companies usually end up their business with failure. Ladies and gentlemen, different worldly currency give a huge challenge in international trade business. Currently, Malaysia ringgit has a lower currency as $1 America is equivalent to 4.04 ringgit Malaysia. This barrier will lead to many bad consequences to Malaysia's economy. In general, a weaker currencies make import more expensive, and a weak currency can contribute to a nation's trade deficit over time. Pandemic of COVID-19 also become one of the factors that contributed to the challenges of international trade. All types of businesses facing an economic crisis because of this COVID-19 as the businesses need to stop their production and business activity in regard to stop the spreading of the virus. Here is the scenario on one has been facing by a CEO of car international trader during this COVID-19 pandemic.
Now we are going to interview one of the famous international car dealer in Malaysia about his business during the pandemic COVID-19. Okay sir, how about your business?
As a international car dealer, I usually run my business in abroad to deal an agreement with my client at abroad. However, as we know that this COVID-19, the government prohibit us to go abroad, right? So my business is totally collapsed because I cannot gain any profit from that. So I really hope that this pandemic COVID-19 ends very fast. That's all.
So that's all from us. Hope you enjoyed our video.
You can comment on the comment section below if you have any opinion about our topic.
And don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and share this video to others.
Thank you so much gang for watching our video. Assalamualaikum. Ciao.